Alright, it's time to discuss James Toney signing with the UFC. I'm pretty sure everyone watching this video probably has at least vague idea of who James Toney is. I'm not going to recount his career accomplishments because, gonna be honest, I'm not really the biggest boxing fan during James Toney's peak of his career, shall we say. Been, somewhat at the peak of my boxing interest with the Super 6 tournament because I've been highly enjoying that. And there were certain boxers I always kind of followed. Obviously the Canadian component, Adrian Diaconu, Lucien Boutte, Jean-Pascal, Molitor. That's kind of it for Canadian boxing, isn't it? Other guys. But sufficient to say, he is a heavyweight boxer. He weighs about 280, I believe. So he'll be cutting down to 265. He's going to be one of the bigger strikers in the UFC's heavyweight division right now, even though he's not your six-pack kind of guy with that frame. So he's not quite as big as that may seem, shall we say. Rumor is he might fight Randy Couture, with Randy bumping back up to heavyweight to take him on and, do the wrestler versus the boxer, basically. How do I think he will do? Starting back to the whole idea of how well a boxer really would do in the UFC, and that is they have great stand-up, they have probably the best use of their just their hands part of the striking, which is a large part of it. He's going to bring boxing that we really haven't seen, because the highest level boxer in the UFC who's been here for a while, I think, is probably Marcus Davis. Toney's above that, we'll say. He's a bit older though, a bit washed up, and of course he'll face the issue that every boxer faces. How would they deal with the leg kicks? If you've seen a couple of K1 versus boxing matches, you've seen the K1 kickboxers have managed to take apart boxers with leg kicks. You've also seen that boxers have managed to just basically control the pace and basically swamp kickboxers. So he does go back and forth a little bit. And how they handle the takedown. Of course, boxing fans have always stood that an elite boxer can go into boxing or go into MMA and dominate, which I've never thought is the case. I thought that a good enough athlete can go into MMA and be dominant, but it takes the proper training and it takes the proper time. For example, Floyd Money Mayweather is, of course, the one that said he would sign for the UFC if they gave him his $25 million per fight. And people were like, "Oh, Floyd will turn up." I'm like, if he's willing to go to a camp and learn to defend the takedown. Particularly with Floyd, who's not really a one-punch knockout artist, there's not that much potential. Additionally, the $25 million would never happen. And I don't blame him for wanting the $25 million, I'm going to put it that way. That's why we don't see elite boxers. So this is getting turned kind of into a rant video. This is why we don't see elite level boxers in MMA, because there's more money to be made in boxing. A lot more. That's really all there is to it. So how will Toney do? If he gets a fighter who thinks he can stand with James Toney and win, he will probably win. If they feed him to, like, say, let's use Czech Congo as an example. If Czech goes out there and thinks he can stand with James Toney will probably knock him out. If he goes in there with a wrestler, he's going to have to hope for the knockout very soon, because I don't know what kind of, takedown defense he's going to have. Maybe he's going to train that really, really hard and actually be able to do something. But if not, he'll probably get taken down and either grounded, pounded, or submitted. So that's basically my thoughts on the James Toney thing. It's a huge potential for the UFC because it might actually quiet boxing fans down on their whole "our sport is superior," when really the word, it's hard to compare. It's like comparing two team sports to each other. You just can't really do it. You're going to have people who prefer one or the other. You're going to have people who like both. Anyways, that's it for that. I got a little time left, so I'm gonna put it out here. I'm gonna be doing some really nerdy videos probably in April, detailing a hobby I have. If someone knows how to put a second channel linked to an account, I can save the MMA viewers from having to see that. Since a lot of you probably won't want to see it. Or maybe you will, I don't know. So if you know how, either message me or comment down below. Because I know it can be done on YouTube. I've seen people who have multiple channels linked to the same account. And I would like to do that, to kind of split up my two main focuses of video making. So yeah, if you can help with that, much appreciated. Other videos coming. Obviously, we got some prediction videos for the UFC. I'm gonna try and actually get those out about a week before the fight card, because that will allow me to get a fairly up-to-date card and also still give time to let everyone see it. Other than that, we have a Dream Fight card coming up. I might do a prediction there. And yeah, people are calling Brian Bull a pansy. We'll go on that one. That's a bad broken hand, man. A bad broken hand. Like, just because Uriah Faber fought with 2 broken hands does not mean that it's, a generally thing that's gonna happen. Yeah, that's about it for this video. So, peace out.